tradition at several Virginia universities, we will begin with a word of prayer, which will be offered by President Shanley.
Dear Heavenly Father, we are grateful for this day. We are grateful for the many blessings that has bestowed upon us. We are grateful for this opportunity that the two teams get together and to compete and to showcase their physical abilities. We are grateful for the safety that we've been provided so far and ask for blessing on the players that they will remain safe and show their fairness and stay competitive. We thank you for thy light in our lives, and we ask you to help us look to be in all that we do. We ask you these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Now, if you will all please rise and face the flag for the playing of our nation's national anthem.
Did y'all just see Coach Cook's kid just chuck a water bottle?
And now, for your starting lineups. First for the Wildcats. In goal, number 0, Maria Morza. In attack, number 1, Emil Patterson. In midfield, number 2, Josie Moore. At defense, number 5, Stephanie Gutierrez. In midfield, number 7, Addie Pigman. Midfield, number 8, Mackenzie Woodson. In defense, number 9, Piper DiMartino. At defense, number 10, Zoe Green. At attack, number 13, Henry Bagby. In midfield, number 14, Holly Gamonti. At midfield, number 15, Maddie Burrow. And in defense, number 17, Gracie Oliver. The Wildcats are coached by Bruce Reed and assisted by Vernon Sally. And now, for your starting Virginia night. In defense, number 1, Riley Stewart. At midfield, number 3, Nina Richards. In attack, number 4, Kevin Wilson. At midfield, number 10, William Bullock. In defense, number 11, Mariella Perez. At attack, number 13, Yasmin Martinez. At attack, number 14, Casey Brandon. In midfield, number 18, Mackenzie Nicholson. In midfield, number 22, Aubrey Reynolds. In midfield, number 24, Cindy Bastion. At defense, number 28, Ellie Patterson. And in goal, number 32, Savannah Burnett. And also coached by Olivia Coach and Lucy Bastion.
All right, and welcome everyone to this women's lacrosse matchup today here at the beautiful fields at Buena Vista. It's a beautiful day. Sun's just going down, about 40 degrees. Feeling a bit warm here for a winter day in Buena Vista, Virginia. Hello, I'm Mark Duffin, here to bring you today this matchup between your SVU Knights and the Randolph College Wildcats. Now, these two teams, very interesting programs, both coming off lackluster years last year. SVU right now starting this year 1-1. Randolph College 1-1. Randolph College this year, this is their first matchup. Get to see what they have today. Last year, both these teams were a bit underperforming. Randolph went 2 of 6, including 0 of 2 on the road, whereas SVU went 9 of 8, 6 and 3 in conference, which was really good, but a little bit lower to this women's lacrosse standards that they had set up the previous 2 years. So in this game, both looking to establish themselves and get some momentum going. The Knights coming in off a pretty bad loss to Marymount University. They only put up 3 goals in that one, Marymount, and allowing 19 for Marymount. So a rough game, but that was after coming off a really good win on Tuesday, February 18th against Eastern Mennonite University, winning 12-8. And there was one point in that game where the Knights were up 10-5. So a really good win overall. Knights looking to build some momentum again. Both these teams have very, very young rosters. A lot of freshmen on the roster. SVU with only 4 returning players from last year. So we'll see how these teams start to build their identities as the season goes on. And we'll start the game now. SVU, the first with the draw control. And they'll look to get working. SVU this year, a team with a lot of strengths and a lot of weaknesses. Nothing really that they're average at. They're either really good or they could put up a poor showing. Like, for example, so far this year, averaging about 26 turnovers per game. Really been a poor showing on that front. But on the opposite hand, you have Kenzie Polson and Mackenzie Mickelson really showing out at the beginning of the season. Right there, Knights shot on the goal. That'll stay with the Knights. They still have 55 seconds on the shot clock here in their first possession of the game. Pass inside, gets on the ground. Goalkeep picks it up for the Wildcats. They'll look to get it clear. Wild pass right there. Ball is on the ground. That'll be picked up by the Knights. So right there, the two teams exchanging turnovers. And the Knights will look to get back to work. Knights swinging it around behind the goal. Pass inside. Ball ends up on the ground. Wildcats have it and are pushing forward. It's number 15, Maddie Friel. And she is met at about the 50-yard line. Ball is on the ground. That'll be another turnover. Knights taking it the other way. Knights looking to get out and run. Get inside, shot on the goal. Looks like that was blocked. So now the Knights, because of the penalty on the Wildcats, will get a free shot. That'll be number 4, Kenzie Polson, with the shot attempt. She's been perfect on these so far in the year, but hasn't gotten too many opportunities. Right there, the first attempt right there for Kenzie Polson goes in, gives the Knights a 1-0 lead. Kenzie Polson has had a great start to the year. She has 6 goals so far, including 4 in that opening win against Eastern Mennonite University. She also has 1 assist, giving her 7 points total so far to start the year. And right here, she gives the Knights the first lead of the game. Just about a minute and a half in. And really, for this Knights team, as we get further into this season, we'll be looking to see who steps up among this group. Kenzie Polson, of course, only a sophomore and already the team's best scorer. But additionally, you have freshman Mackenzie Mickelson. You have a couple other young players, like Ellie Patterson Jr., one of the few returners. We'll see who steps up for these Knights and if they can make a serious push in the USA South. In the preseason poll, they were expected to be 4th overall when all is said and done. So we're hoping these Knights can really find themselves and overperform on that. So right there, SVU winning the draw control. Then a penalty on the play. The goal doesn't count, but we'll get another free position shot here for the Knights. Shot on the goal is good. And that will be number 28, Ellie Patterson, on the free shot position goal right there, giving the Knights a 2-0 lead here to start. Ellie Patterson is one of those few returners, the junior from Meridian, Idaho. She's a very good defensive player. She has 6 ground balls and 5 draw controls already on the year, playing some very good defense and handling the ball well. And right there on the free position, gives the Knights 2-0 lead here, just 3 minutes in. We'll have another draw control. Right there, that'll be picked up by the Knights. The Knights being very efficient right now, scoring it and taking it. Not allowing Randolph to build any momentum here in the opening minutes of this game. Knights swinging around. Of course, in lacrosse, you have quite a long shot clock. But the Knights looking to make something work of it. The shot on the goal is no good. Picked up by the goalie. And we'll see if Randolph can clear it. Pass forward is dropped. Still on the ground. Knights will pick it up. Knights going again, and they have numbers on the fast break. Get the position in the middle. Shot on the goal, and that'll be good. And that'll be Mackenzie Mickelson, number 18, the freshman from Garland, Utah. They're on the goal, the first non-free position goal for the Knights, giving their lead at 3-0. Additionally, that was assisted by Ellie Patterson. So right now, these Knights looking very organized here in the opening going. They're putting full pressure on the Wildcats as they attempt to clear, forcing a lot of turnovers, which is leading into points. Already, the Knights with 3 caused turnovers from 3 different players, really helping this team keep the momentum going. And the Knights take that draw control pretty easily. Knights will get another opportunity at it. Right there, a poor pass behind the net. Wildcats will take it. But the harassing Knights defense forces another turnover. Kenzie Polson making her way in the middle. And that'll be a goal. Looked like there was a penalty, but the goal will stand in spite of it. Kenzie Polson already with her 2nd goal and 3rd point of the match. So already, we've seen the Knights commit a couple turnovers, some poorly decided passes, and not handled passes, but have overcome that with some great defense on the clears. Randolph now 0 of 4 on clears. It's been a harassing defense here from the Knights. Draw control right there. Still not handled. The Knights will pick it up. Knights are running. Have some free room in front. We'll draw it back out. That's number 18, Mackenzie Mickelson. Knights will take it slow this possession. See what they can get. Mickelson swings it around to Manjaras. And that'll be another turnover on the Knights. Wildcats looking for an opportunity to clear. And the Knights making this as difficult as possible, putting 2 defenders on each offensive player trying to clear it. And that forces another turnover right there. And the Knights will now need to clear after the turnover from Manjares. And a long pass there. That sails out of bounds. And the Wildcats now get their first opportunity on their side of the field to try and make something happen offensively. This is our first look here at the Knights defense. We haven't seen it yet so far in the game. We've only seen the full field pressure. So we'll see what the Knights can do here and what Randolph College can do to respond after the quick 4-0 run by the Knights. Right there, the ball got loose. Knights forced it loose, but it'll stay with the Wildcats. Pass goes wild there. That'll be picked up by the Knights. It swung ahead forward to Kenzie Polson. Pass in the middle. Not handled, but that'll stay with the Knights. Now the Knights will have the opportunity to get their offense set up. Swing in the middle. Shot on the goal right there. That'll be saved. Brilliant save right there from Randolph College. It's number 0, Maria Norville, with a brilliant save there on that play. It was an easy shot, really close shot from Mackenzie Mickelson, but the great play from Norville kept that from being a 5th SVU point. But right there, turnover from the Wildcats. And off that turnover will be another goal from Kenzie Polson. Looks like that was a penalty on Kenzie Polson. Waiting to see if the goal still stands. Regardless, it'll be Wildcat ball in the woman up situation, but immediately SVU forcing a turnover there. SVU has done very well on penalty killing plays. So right there, another great play from this SVU defense when they're down the player. But that'll be a penalty right there on Randolph College. That'll be another free shot for the Knights. Free position shot for the Knights. And that'll go in right there. So instead of Kenzie Polson's attempt earlier, that will now give the Knights the 5-0 lead. And that'll be number 28, Ellie Patterson, on that goal. Now her second goal. Knights really taking advantage of any opportunity that Randolph College gives them. Any pass that's not well handled, the Knights are getting that ground ball. Any penalty that's given, the Knights are putting in the free position attempt. Very good showing to begin here from the Knights. So that gives the Knights a 5-0 lead. 7:41 left remaining here in this first quarter. And the Knights will take that draw control easily. Mackenzie Mickelson sprinting up the field. And it looks like as Mackenzie drove, another penalty on Randolph. Another free position shot. Knights really forcing the issue, drawing a lot of these penalties. And that'll be Mackenzie Mickelson on the goal. Her second of the day. And the Knights really taking advantage of these free position opportunities. Yep, that'll be 4 goals for the Knights so far on free position opportunities. And we've only reached the halfway point of this first period. The Knights really pressing the advantage and forcing Randolph College into bad defensive positions. And it's working well. There we go again. The Knights are perfect on draw controls so far in this game. Done very well. That'll be Mickelson going around the top, passing it out. Back to Mickelson. Knights with 46 seconds left on the shot clock. Looks like that'll be another penalty there on the Wildcats. This time, number 13, Yasmin Manharas gets the opportunity of the free shot. A weird angle at it, though. We'll see if the Knights are able to get the attempt in. Manharas will just look to pass it out. Right there, bad pass, trying to get it back to Manharas. Right there, the defense from Mickelson, forcing the turnover. Knights will take it again. This Knight defense in transition has been forceful. Shot on the goal is no good by the Knights. And the Wildcats will be able to take that. Maria Norville going out far. But the Knights will force the turnover on that as well. And the shot on the goal is no good. That'll go back to the Wildcats. Great hustle play there from Norville. Now the Wildcats looking to get that elusive clear that they haven't been able to get all game. Right there, the Knights will take it. It's been the story of the game so far, turnover after turnover, allowing the Knights opportunity after opportunity. Quick pass inside. Nothing there. Number 10, Reagan Bullock. Now passing around. Knights pass inside's no good. Ball's on the ground. Picked up by Manjarres. Knights with 50 seconds on the shot clock. Manjarres makes a move. Gets in the middle. Nothing there. Wildcats break that one up and get the turnover. Wildcats now running in transition. Pass downfield. Intercepted. Knights again. They get the ball downfield. It's a one-on-one matchup here. Nothing there. We'll pass it around back. And it'll end up in the net of Reagan Bullock again. She'll pass to Mickelson. And a bad pass right there will be another turnover on the Knights. And the Wildcats will take their first timeout. Interim head coach Bruce Reed looking to get something from his team. They haven't been able to get it clear this game. It was only when the Knights needed to clear it and turned the ball over on their side that they were able to have the ball in scoring position. So head coach Bruce Reed looking to get something, change something to help this Wildcat squad get back in this game. As for the Knights, head coach Olivia Cope in her second season here at SVU. Probably very happy with the way her team started out, especially offensively. But now that offense is stagnated. Her defense, though, still strong, still forcing turnovers in the transition game, but need to get that offense back on track. Despite having the ball for most of this time, it has been 4 minutes since the 7:27 mark that the Knights have scored. So really hoping to get the offense back on track and get some more points up on the board to really start extending this lead, making it safer for later in the game. So far, the standout performers from the Knights have been number 4, Kenzie Polson with 2 goals, number 18, Mackenzie Mickelson with 2 goals, and number 28, Ellie Patterson with 2 goals and an assist. And as we talk about this Knight squad, it's important to realize where they are in their development as a team. The first 2 years that SVU joined the USA South Athletic Conference, this women's lacrosse team went 9-1 and then 8-1 in 2022 and 2023. Then last year, had a new head coach, new system, a lot of players leave, and resulted in the worst season SVU has had so far here in the USA South. Still a 6-3 record in conference. Still really good, but definitely shows a little bit of a downturn. So now hopefully this season looking to turn it around, start a new leaf, especially with so many freshmen on the roster and only 4 returning players from last year. A lot of opportunity for growth and development, and also a lot of opportunity for mistakes and not living up. So this Knights team, a very interesting one indeed. And definitely these players looking to make a name for themselves in Buena Vista. So coming out of that timeout, Wildcats had the ball, couldn't clear it, but then the Knights turning the ball over there, giving it back to the Wildcats. But a turnover again will result in the Knights' possession, and they will get that clear, moving it up. Ball's in the net of Kenzie Polson. She will pull it out, pass inside, shot on the goal, and that'll go in. And that'll be number 18, Mackenzie Mickelson again. That one assisted by Kenzie Polson. And that's what you want to see if you're head coach Olivia Cope coming out of that timeout. Getting refocused, coming out with the goal in mind, and immediately putting up a point on the board after a turnover. The good thing for this All right, so we'll be back. Face off there for the Knights. They'll take that one. Knights have been really good today on draw controls. Just scoring it and taking it again and again and again here in this one. So the biggest promising thing that we've seen from these Knights so far in this game and the previous two has been the continued growth and chemistry between number 4 Kenzie Polson and number 18 Mackenzie Mickelson. Those two have worked well together. In the first game against Eastern Mennonite, they each put up 4 goals in that game. Mackenzie Mickelson, of course, a freshman, her performance has been very necessary for this Knight squad in the beginning of this season. That'll be another turnover on the Knights, giving the Wildcats a clear opportunity. Pass upfield. Ball's on the ground. That'll be scooped up by the Knights. Running down the sideline is Mackenzie Mickelson. Now the Knights will have the opportunity to get their offense going again. And the Knights will sling it around behind the net. Ball's not handled. But the ball will go out of bounds. Last touched by the Wildcats. It'll stay with the Knights. 58 seconds for them left on the shot clock. And the Knights with 20 seconds left in game. Looking for that last shot here. Hopefully to push this lead to 8-0 before the second period. 5 seconds now. Knights need to get a shot off. Pass inside. We'll see. The ball went in the net. But it looks like the shot didn't get off in time for the Knights to get that goal. So it looks like that'll be no goal. Knights just a little too slow there on the final possession. So heading into the second period, it'll be 7-0 in favor of your SVU Knights. And it's come off some really incredible defense being played in transition. just to show how well that defense has been playing, Randolph has yet to get a shot off on the goal of SVU. It is 12-0 in favor of SVU in terms of shots, and obviously 7 of those have gone in for the Knights. So right now, that Knights defense playing extremely well, giving their offense any and all opportunities that they may need, which has been needed. SVU has turned over the ball 9 times, which has been a problem here in the early going of the season, in just 2 games, averaging 26.5 turnovers per game. So turnovers have been a problem, and those 9 are huge. However, the SVU defense forcing Randolph into even more, having 13 turnovers for Randolph. So a big discrepancy there, even with the high number of turnovers for SVU. That has led SVU to be in control of this game, really just choking out that Randolph offense. All right, and as we come out of the break, and we're here to start the second period, the teams will switch sides. We'll see how that affects these two teams. And we'll see how the Knights defense keeps up with the pressure, see if they're able to continue forcing turnovers and continuing giving their offense as many opportunities as they could need. So we'll start with another draw control. Knights have done very well here as well, not allowing the Wildcats to get opportunities right off the rip. And that'll be a win for the Knights again on the draw control. The Knights will look to move it back. Get it clear that way. And the Knights will do it. They'll look to get into their offense. Knights taking their time. 40 seconds left on the shot clock here. Almost a minute already gone in the second period. Knights will swing it around the net. Pass it inside. Great pass right there. And that'll be a goal for the Knights. And that'll be number 3, Mia Richards, on that play. Great job right there. The Knights really taking their time. They're in the lead. They're now up 8-0. Don't need to force turnovers, force passes that don't need to go. Just waiting and working the ball around to get the open shot. That possession took a minute and 15 seconds off the clock already in this second period. And the Knights wind up with a good score right there. That was assisted by number 14, Payson Grandy, the junior from Clarksville, Tennessee. A newcomer here at SVU. But clearly showing her capabilities right there, getting an open play for her teammate. Draw control is up. And that'll be won by the Wildcats. I believe that'll be their first draw control victory of this match so far. So the Wildcats now with an opportunity that they haven't had before. And the Wildcats maintaining possession of the ball. Looks like there's a shot clock issue. Got that figured out. Shot clock's reset. And a poor pass there by the Wildcats. The Knights now have the ball and will look to clear. Another intercepted pass there by the Knights. And they'll get it forward. Knights number 14, Payson Grandy again with the ball. Seeing what they can do. And the Knights clearly in that break in between quarters felt it best to take a slower approach to this game. There was a yellow card there on the Wildcats. The Knights will get another free position opportunity here. Pass to the side. No good. Knights retain possession. They'll pull it out. 50 seconds left on the shot clock for the Knights. Knights not getting anything going. Still 30 seconds left for them. Ball is on the ground. Knights will pick that up. And a poor pass there. That'll result in Randolph taking the ball there. Clearly the strategy for head coach Olivia Cope coming into this quarter was take the time off the clock. No need to be going back and forth in turnovers and putting a lot of effort and strain on our legs here in the second quarter. So now Randolph with the ball, looking to clear. Knights defense still aggressive, though. Already 20 seconds gone off the shot clock. And the ball has yet to cross the 20-yard line for the Wildcats. Slowly inching it forward. Big pass forward. And that'll be picked up by the Knights. Right there, just no urgency from the Wildcats. Just slowly moving it up, taking the time off the shot clock. And that's another caused turnover in favor of the Knights. Knights now taking it slow. Ball is out and in Wildcat possession. Wildcats will look to clear. And the Wildcats get it across. That's another clear success for the Wildcats. Starting to break through this SVU defense. And here come the Wildcats. That'll be a shot on the goal right there. No good. Picked up by the Knights. Pass forward on ahead. Looks like the Knights will be able to clear that. They do. Ball pops out, though. Great defense there from the Wildcats. Looks like that's number 2, JC Moore. But the Knights, good defense again. Running with the ball is number 3, Mia Richards. So right there, the Wildcats showing some great defense in the transition, but still not able to keep it. Got a shot on the goal, though. Their first one of the game. Now the Knights taking it slow again. 6 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Clock is now under 9 minutes. Pass inside. Good pass inside, but no shot attempt. Knights will just look to continue to work it. 40 seconds left on the shot clock. Knights playing catch behind the goal. Pass inside. Still nothing from the Knights. Still 20 seconds left on the shot clock. There we go. Another shot attempt. That'll go off the rim. Picked up by the Wildcats. So now the Wildcats looking to clear. And the Wildcats still with control of the ball. They'll look to try and get it across. And the Wildcats have possession. See what they can do. They're looking to push it. Knights playing some good defense. Shot on the goal is no good. Picked up by the Knights. And this is the first time we get to mention number 32, Savannah Burnett's name. Freshman from Sandy, Utah. The goalkeeper back there. Good start for her in this game. Has had a rough start so far to the year, just a 35.7% save percentage. But right there, starting off her game well. And obviously, with it being her freshman year, there's a lot of growth and opportunity expected from her here in this year as the games progress. So the Knights are able to clear that after the save from Burnett. And the Knights will look to get back to work on offense. Still continuing that slow operation that we've seen from them this whole quarter. 30 seconds left on the shot clock. Pushing it inside. Just 13 seconds left for the Knights. And that'll be no shot for the Knights. That'll be a shot clock violation. The Knights have really taken the time off the clock. But you can see it in their offense. The flow is just no longer there. The ball is stagnant and there's no opportunity to get a shot off. Just 6 minutes left here in this second period, as the Wildcats will look to clear. Right now, Maria Norville just slowly walking it up. Knights guarding each player well. Pass forward. Ball is on the ground. The Wildcats will pick that up. Not held in the well. The Knights will take that. That'll be another turnover for the Wildcats. And the Knights will get back on offense. We'll see if maybe they play with a quicker pace here after the shot clock violation. Try and get some shots up. Pass inside. Met by a swarm of Wildcats. And that'll be a penalty there. And it'll be a free position shot there for the Knights. And that's what we've seen this Knights offense do when they've been playing with pace, is that they tend to get in, get fouled, and have opportunities like these for a free shot. On that free position, fouled again, and the Knights will get to go again. And there we go on the second free position shot. The Knights get the goal, now up 9-0. That'll be number 28, Ellie Patterson, on the shot there. Ellie Patterson has been playing very well today. Looks like that'll be her third goal and fourth point here in this one. Ellie Patterson doing very well today, especially she's a defensive player. That's what her position is listed as. But she's been getting up, getting fouled, playing very well. Gives the Knights a 9-0 lead here with 5 minutes left in this first half. So after a long while, we'll have another draw control here. And that'll be the Knights' ball. Sorry, excuse me, that'll be Wildcat ball. SVU players a little confused on that one. But the Wildcats will take it at their own 40-yard line. And the Wildcats with another offensive possession here. One of the few they've gotten, but in the second quarter they've started to get these opportunities. Pass inside is defended well by the Knights. Results in a turnover, and the Knights will get the clear. Knights working it around. Now just 3:45 left here in this quarter. And 50 seconds left on the shot clock for the Knights. Right there. Another turnover from the Knights. And Randolph will take it. Now, of course, for Randolph, it'll become the issue of clearing it. But Randolph, in these last couple minutes, has played with a bit more urgency, trying to get it across. That'll stay with Randolph right there. Right there, a great defensive play. I believe that's number 28, Ellie Patterson, forcing the turnover there. 2.5 minutes here in the second period. Pass inside. Goal for the Knights. Very quickly off the turnover. And that'll be the goal for number 14, Payson Grandy, assisted by Kenzie Polson. That puts the Knights into double digits here. And that'll be Grandy's first goal of the day, her second point. Kenzie Polson now with her second assist, giving her 4 points with her 2 goals on the day. So we've seen here the Knights move away from that slow, methodical offense that forced them into a shot clock violation and go play with more pace, and they've played better together as a team because of that. Some good passing, leading to some assists here. Already, the SVU was averaging 1 assist per game. They'd only had 1 in each of the last 2 games against Marymount and Eastern Mennonite. But today they have 4. As you can see, playing as a team, playing well, has worked wonders for their Knight squad today. Now 1:15 left in the quarter. And the Knights looking to run out the time, take it slow, get the last shot. Not give Randolph another opportunity here. And the Knights will get it across as they let the time just wind down. 50 seconds on the clock. Quick play inside. And that'll be a penalty on Randolph College. It looks like that'll be a free shot opportunity again for the Knights. And that free shot opportunity will come. Clock's still winding. 35 seconds left. And there's the shot on the goal. It's another one for the Knights. And that'll be number 11, Mariela Perez, the defensive senior from Pleasant Grove, Utah. Giving SVU their 11th point of the game and becoming the 6th SVU Knight to score in today's game. And it looks like with the winding clock going down, that'll end the period here. And the half, your Knights up 11-0, playing an absolutely dominating game here in the first half. And it can be seen simply in the shot count. SVU with 17 shots, Randolph only 1, getting their first one there midway through the second quarter. Additionally, SVU with 14 turnovers to Randolph's 20. And 16 of those 20 Randolph turnovers have been caused by SVU. So those have been like intercepted passes and picking up ground balls. So SVU playing very well on both sides of the ball. We saw there get a little stagnant on the offensive end, but kicked it up at the end of the period, getting 2 quick goals there just in the last 2.5 minutes, extending their lead to 11. And because of that, the shot clock will now, the game clock will now continually be running with the double-digit lead. SVU now with a great opportunity as they go into halftime to get together as a team and figure out how they're going to keep going to keep this lead up and extending. So like I said earlier, there's 6 SVU Knights with a goal on the board. Mackenzie Mickelson and Ellie Patterson each with 3. Kenzie Polson with an additional 2 and 2 assists on that. And then number 3, Mia Richards. Number 11, Mariela Perez. And number 14, Payson Grandy, each with 1. So the Knights working together, spreading the ball around. Each player is touching it, getting the opportunities. No one player is just the focal point of the offense. Working together as a team real well. And it's paying dividends. Knights team up 11-0. We'll go ahead and take a break here, but we'll be back for the start of the second half. And a poor pass there. I believe that was a free position opportunity, but it wasn't a great free position. So the pass goes wild, and it'll be Knights possession again. So now the Knights looking to clear. And here come the Knights offense. And head coach Olivia Cope will take a timeout. So with that, her team not getting any offense going here in this third period. Almost 10 minutes in, we're at the 5:24 mark, and nothing getting on the offensive end. So I wanted to call a timeout, see what she can do to help her team get right and get through the net of Maria Norville, who's really been the star so far of this period, having 4 saves off of some easy saves. 2 shots that weren't the best from SVU, but 2 shots that were right at the net. Great saves from Maria Norville. So the Knights needing to get around her. Head coach Olivia Cope seeing what she can do. And SVU, their shot percentage so far in the game had been really good. They were 11 for 17. And while I pull out my handy-dandy calculator, 11 of 17, that's about a 65% shooting percentage for these Knights as a whole in the first half. But so far in this third period, that is now getting extended, getting dropped down to 11 of 22, easy 50%. Still an excellent shooting percentage, but trending the wrong way here in this third period. And that's what head coach Cope is seeing and trying to get changed here in this timeout. And as we have this break in the action, we'll direct you to some other important events happening around SVU athletics coming up soon. Tomorrow we have 2 basketball games, one for the men. They're traveling down to North Carolina Wesleyan to face off in the USA South men's basketball semifinals. And then also tomorrow we have the women facing off in the second round of their USA South playoffs. So we'll be looking to see, we'll get you those times. So the men will be playing down in North Carolina Wesleyan at 7 p.m. And right before that, the women here at Buena Vista will be playing at 6 p.m. So 2 very important games for those 2 programs. And as we return your attention here to the women's lacrosse team here at Buena Vista, they have possession. 60 seconds left on the shot clock for them. Coming out of the timeout. They'll be looking to get something going. 5 minutes left here in this third period. Pass inside and good move. No shot, though, swarmed by Wildcats. And the Wildcats' defensive strategy really panning out here in the third quarter, collapsing on all those runners to the goal. It's forced SVU into some really awkward positions. So the Knights just working it around. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Not much time. Need to get something going. Pass inside. Shot on the goal. And that'll go in. First shot coming out of the timeout goes in for the Knights. And that'll be number 10, Reagan Bullock, for her first goal of the game right there. And that puts the number of Knights with a goal up to 7 so far in this game. Great team effort. Additionally, that was assisted by Ellie Patterson, so that'll give her her second assist. And with her 3 goals, that gives her 5 points, the leading scorer for the Knights here. So like I mentioned earlier, the Knights, in their first 2 games, while they did have a good 12-point showing against Eastern Mennonite with a win, had only had 1 assist in that game and then followed up with only 1 assist in the loss against Marymount. But in this game, that was their 5th assist so far. Ellie Patterson, Kenzie Polson, and Payson Grandy contributing an assist. So excellent team play here from the Knights in this one. Definitely an improvement over the beginning of the season that we've seen so far. So the Knights looking to clear awkward pass. See if the Knights will get it before it goes out of bounds, and they do. So Knights with another opportunity. Off the draw control win. Kenzie Polson in the middle. Nothing there. And that'll be another foul against the Wildcats, resulting in a free position play here. That shot on the goal is no good. Another save there from Maria Norville. Ball still on the ground, though, but that'll be picked up by the Wildcats. And the Wildcats looking to clear. Knights still with a lot of pressure. Ball on the ground. And that'll get picked up by the Knights. First turnover there. And it'll be in the net of Mackenzie Mickelson. And just 1:45 here left in this quarter. Knights working it around, taking their time. But that'll be stolen right there. Great defensive play from the Wildcats. And on that turnover, that'll be number 14, Hallie Darmonte. So great defensive play there from the Wildcats. But it looks like a turnover on the clear attempt again for the Wildcats. Gives the ball back to the Knights. Pass inside right there. Quick play off the turnover. So that'll be number 4, Kenzie Polson on the goal right there, extending the Knights' lead to 13-0. And assisting on that was Yasmin Manjarez, the freshman from Cache Valley, Utah. Those two connecting right there for SVU's 13th goal and 6th assist on the night. And that'll likely wind us down to the end of the third quarter. Just a couple seconds left. So the Knights will head into the final period up 13-0. Just continuing that excellent play there from the first half. Taking it slower, letting the clock run down. Randolph's defense definitely improved coming into the third period. But the Knights eventually breaking through and continuing the great team play, both defensively and offensively, that the first half led us to expect from this team. And SVU with just 3 turnovers there in that period. A great number for them. SVU now up to 17 turnovers in the game, and unless something drastic happens here in this fourth period, that turnover number will likely stay under their season average, helping them improve and see what it's like to do that well. And that's the thing with this Knight squad. When you have so many freshmen on the roster, and especially freshmen that are participating, whether that be Mackenzie Mickelson or Yasmin Manjarez or Mia Richards, all these freshmen who are participating actively in each and every game, it's great to see this improvement from week to week where the turnovers are getting better and better. where the teamwork is getting better and better. It's great to see from this young squad that might be able to make some noise here in the USA South come conference play. Speaking of the upcoming schedule for SVU, following this game, they'll have 2 games away from home. On Saturday, March 1st, they'll be away at Goucher College in Baltimore, Maryland. And then we'll be following that the next Wednesday, March 5th, we'll be taking on the Vixens from Sweetbriar College. The next time we'll see the Knights here will be March 8th. That'll be a Saturday here in Buena Vista, where they'll start off conference play hosting the Methodist Monarchs. That'll be one to look for. That is the beginning of conference play. It's always important. More important than the rest of the season is that conference play. And Methodist, a very good team. So we'll be excited for that matchup. Looking across for the Wildcats, see their upcoming schedule. Of course, this is their first game of the season here at SVU. They'll travel back home to Lynchburg on Friday to face off Brevard College, an opponent the Knights are very familiar with in all aspects, a fellow USA South member. And then we'll be traveling to Greensboro, North Carolina to be taking on the Pride on March 1st. And then following that, they'll be back home in Lynchburg to start their conference play in the ODAC against Washington and Lee University. So that'll be the game to look for, especially for these Wildcats versus Washington and Lee, to see if they can get their conference play started right at home. And now coming back to this game, other games are great, but this game's even better. We'll be starting off the 4th period, another draw control. Your Knights up 13-0. And the Knights will go ahead and win that. And we'll see what the Knights have here to start this final period. That'll be a shot on the goal right there. That'll go in. Looked a little bit iffy there. Ball was on the ground. But number 13, Yasmin Manhara, is able to pick that one up and then just drive straight to the goal. She becomes the 8th Knight to put up a goal in this one. So right there, Yasmin Manhara is making an excellent play. Freshman from Cache Valley, Utah, making her impact felt. So the clock keeps winding down. Minute and a half gone here in this 4th quarter, and we'll get another draw control. And the Knights will take that one. Just excellent play here from the Knights in pretty much every facet of the game. Playing well and with purpose and as a team, which is what you want to see, especially from a young group. Hasn't played much together, hasn't gotten many practices together. Still working well and improving rapidly as the season goes on. .45 seconds here for the Knights. Ball stuck right behind the net right now. And the Knights still moving and shifting. 25 seconds left on the shot clock. They'll finally get it out from behind the net. 15 seconds left now. Knights taking it slow. Not much time left to get something going, though. Pass inside. Shot goes over. It looks like possession will stay with the Knights. Only 2 seconds on the shot clock, though. So a shot clock violation there for the Knights. Shot no good. So now the Wildcats will look to clear. Get something going here in this fourth period. But the Knights will take that on the clear attempt. Another turnover for the Wildcats. And the ball ends up on the ground as the Knights strive to attack. Picked up again. So the Knights in steady control of this one. Time keeps ticking down. Knights with 65 seconds left on the shot clock. And 4 minutes gone here in this final period. Knights trying to get something going right here. That'll be a penalty on Randolph. I believe that'll give number 4, Kenzie Polson, a free position attempt here, and a really good one, too. See what she can do with it. Nothing there. It looks like that'll be a save for Randolph College. Maria Norville again with the save. Playing extremely well here in this second half. And just 3 goals allowed in this second half, but many more saves. I believe that's number 7 for her. 3 goals to 7 saves. She has picked up her performance here in the second half. Knights swinging around the back of the goal, pass back out. Looks like that'll be another penalty on Randolph College. Another free position attempt here for the Knights. Shot on the goal again. Saved by Maria Norville. Now the Wildcats will look to clear. Good pass up there from Norville. And Randolph College will get that clear. And the ball is right up there. Randolph College with a good opportunity here to get their offense going. 50 seconds left on the shot clock for them. Pass inside, not handled well. It was a good idea. Ball still on the ground. And that'll be picked. That'll be the Knights' ball right there. So a great opportunity, just not the pass not handled well there on the inside. That would have given the Wildcats a great opportunity at the net. And looks like that'll be a timeout from head coach Olivia Cope. Here as we reach 7:25 left to go. So again, looking around at the SVU athletics. We talked about the basketball games happening tomorrow. Additionally, there's softball. The women will travel down to Lynchburg to take on the Sweetbriar Vixens. Then on Friday, we've got a couple things going on. Men's wrestling will be at the NCAA Region 4 Championships down in Danville, Virginia. And then men's and women's track and field will be in Winston-Salem, North Carolina for those indoor championships. And then the women's beach volleyball team will be traveling down to Liberty University down in Lynchburg. See what they can do there. Taking on Liberty as well as Richard Bland College. And then on Friday as well, the softball team will be here in Buena Vista with a doubleheader against Wilson College. So a lot going on, a lot of playoffs. And as we head into March, we have a lot happening on Saturday as well. Men's wrestling is still going on. And given that the men and women basketball teams win on Thursday, they'll be playing again on Saturday. Beach volleyball will still be down in Lynchburg playing in the Liberty tournament. Men's tennis will be here at Buena Vista playing Maryville College. And then men's lacrosse will be here playing the SUNY Deli Broncos. And baseball will be playing Averett College here. So a busy Saturday here in Buena Vista. That baseball will be a doubleheader against Averett here. And then the men's volleyball will be playing down in Lancaster, or up in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, in the Lancaster Bible Tri-Match. Men's volleyball, of course, still playing very well. Undefeated in sets so far in this year. Haven't lost a set. Playing extremely well. Number 2 ranked in the nation, just behind NYU, and pushing for that number 1 spot. All right, but now we'll return you to women's lacrosse here. Your Knights up 14-0. 7 minutes left to go in the game. Knights coming out of the timeout and ends up in a turnover. This Randolph College defense has played very well in this period, in this half, but still not able to clear the ball consistently. The Knights will take that immediately, rushing back to the other side. And the Knights swinging around. Plenty of time on the shot clock, so time to take it slow. Knights with a pass inside. Pass not handled. Able to be scooped back up. Knights still passing it around. Getting some good energy. Pass inside, and that'll be a goal. And that'll be scored by number 3, Mia Richards. And that'll be another assist gone down for Kenzie Polson. So Polson now up to 6 points on the game with 3 goals and 3 assists. And Mia Richards with her second goal on the game. So the Knights now up to 15-0. And the clock just keeps on winding. Approaching 5 minutes now. We'll get another draw control. All right, and here we are. SVU has done very well in the draw controls today. Been something that they've been a little outplayed on in their previous games. Against Eastern Mennonite, they played Eastern Mennonite to a standstill on the draw controls, 12-12. And then against Marymount, You had a huge discrepancy there. SVU only won 7 of the 25 available draw controls. Marymount really taking them to task, and you can see they've worked on it so far. Only losing about 3 draw controls, I think, today. So doing extremely well on that front. That right there would be the 3rd win on the draw controls for Randolph College, and they've been looking at their offense. 45 seconds left on the shot clock for them. And a poor pass will go right into the net of the Knights. That'll be an easy clear for the Knights off the turnover. So now the Knights offense will get back to work with 3.5 minutes left to go here. Pass and died from the Knights. Bit of a risky pass. And that'll be picked up by Randolph College. Turnover there. Randolph College still looking to clear. Ball's on the ground. And the Knights will pick that up. So the Knights now with 75 seconds left on the shot clock. And only about 140 seconds left in the game. The Knights will swing it around the back of the net as we hit the 2-minute mark. Knights pass inside. Shot on the goal. That'll be another save from Maria Norville. We'll see what the call is here from the refs. So it looks like they're counting that as a goal. I didn't quite see what happened there. But that'll be number 28, Ellie Patterson, which with her 4th goal on the day. And 2nd assist gives her 6 points on the day. Extends the Knights' lead to 16-0. With just 1 minute and 5 seconds left to go in this one. Likely whoever wins this draw control here will end the game. And right there, Randolph College taking that one. I believe that's their 2nd straight draw control victory. But SVU still harassing on the defensive end, not letting any second go to waste, still trying to make themselves better. And the Wildcats looking to try and make this not a shutout, but right there, another turnover for the Wildcats. 10 seconds left to go. The Knights are going to win this one and improve to 2-1 on the season after a very dominating performance today. That'll be the final buzzer right there, ladies and gentlemen. Your Knights win 16-0 over the visiting Randolph College Wildcats. It was a total team performance. You had 8 players get on the board with goals. You had 2 players in Ellie Patterson and Kenzie Polson get to 6 points on just 7 shots each. So very good plays all around for your Knights. So right there, your Knights improved to 2-1, and we'll look at the upcoming schedule for this women's lacrosse team just one more time. Again, on Saturday, they'll be at Goucher College in Baltimore, Maryland. They'll be taking on the Vixens in Sweetbriar, Virginia on March 5th, Wednesday. And then 2 Saturdays from now, they'll be back in BV in the fields, taking on Methodist University to start their conference play. So we look forward to having you all here watching that. Of course, check out any of the other SVU athletics going on right now. Like we mentioned, the men's and women's basketball playing in the playoffs right now.